I dare you to know your voice.
Brienne,
I dare you to know your voice. What does that even mean? For me, that means often the figurative voice, people thinking of their message and their mission, what they stand for. But that's not all. As Erica alluded to, we have to care for and protect our physical voice, our precious profit-producing asset in our necks. When this all sparked for me about 8 years ago, while I was working in prominent voice clinics in the country, I realized that the gap there was the education, voice health education for those who have to use their voice to do their jobs. And deeper than that those who came in were really desiring to connect to their self-worth. And how do I know that? Because I was at a point in my life where I did not know my own worth. And I felt numb to every possible emotion. When my life transformed, I had connected within. And so my mission is to bring forth women's self-worth via their voice, because I am Brienne Hennessy, the voice activator. In this season, this idea has bubbled up for me that I will be able to bring this education in a new way. And in the last year or so, it came up as the idea of a course. The vocal athlete, the person who uses their voice to do their job, nurses, educators, entrepreneurs, executives, coaches across the board need that early proactive preventative care. And so I'm very excited to announce the Finish Strong moment is coming next week, because that course is going to be a product in reality. Y'all are the first to know, breaking news. And so I am very, very thrilled about that. Now, how many of you have ever considered your voice an asset? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, amen. How many of y'all have considered your voice a barometer, or something that when you speak shares your emotion and your intention? Yes or no? Okay. How many of you have thought to care and protect your voice the way you would care and protect the rest of your body? I appreciate the honesty. A lot more no's on that one. And that's okay. You are not alone. This is something that happens for a lot of vocal athletes, where they assume that everything will work when they wake up in the morning, and yet they push through when things get tough or the event comes up. I'd love for you to take a moment and place your hand here on the front of your neck. Yes. Now we're just going to speak out just the words 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. How many felt the vibrations on their fingers? Yes. So the singers in the room know that this is our larynx, this is our voice box, but you just created sound with your vocal folds housed within your larynx. That is your precious instrument. Now, during my 13 years as a speech and voice pathologist, rehabilitating injured voices, common questions would come to the forefront. Why does my voice shake when I get up to talk in front of people? Why can I think of the thing I want to say but can't get it to my mouth? Why is my voice raspy and strained and effortful, and all I want to do is get home at the end of the day and read to my children? Why is this happening to me? I'm 30, 40, 50 years old. I know how to speak. Indeed, you do. But just like that basketball player who is on that court and they have been conditioning their body to run up and down that marathon, a vocal athlete also needs to condition their instrument. What I find curious about the athletes is that if they should get injured and that basketball player has a sprained ankle, there's physical therapy. There's the expectation they will go and get that support they need without any judgment or shame. But what happens when a speaker or the singers in the room have a vocal injury? It is taboo. It is not talked about. It is shamed, judged. You should have known better. Or why don't you just push through? I can hear you. Or even worse, why don't you be quiet? That will fix it. This is not the way to look at an instrument that we possess in a way that shares our message and mission. And so when I look at the 3 components that go into this, one, being aware of your voice. You all know that this instrument is something that you wake up with, and yet what happens when it's not there? So what I'd like you to do is get playful with me. We're going to use the sound I've heard you all do it today. I want you to play along with me, and you're going to do as I do. Ready? We're going to go up and down like this. Yes, my singers will know this as a glide. We are sliding up and down with our hum. Let's try it again. Yeah, play with it, stretch it. Let's hear it go higher. You now are aware of your voice, but that's not the only component. We have to take the essence of who we truly are, and I believe that is our divine, intuitive inner voice. And we know that and we align it, we are powerful beyond measure. So for those of you willing, I would ask that you place your hand over your heart, one hand over your abdomen. I invite you to close your eyes for a moment. Become very present with your body, settling into where you are on your seat and breathing in fully, exhaling fully. You can even use the shh sound to extend the breath as we've been learning the past couple days. Really bringing yourself into a place of gratitude for taking this moment to honor what is within. And I invite you to turn your attention to your heart space. Ask within, what is your intention for the rest of your time here today? Listen. Honor whatever word, phrase, image arises. And fill that with your breath through your body, inhaling and releasing on the exhale. Now let's take this to another level, leaving your eyes closed if you so choose. I want you to infuse that word or phrase with the unique sound that is your voice. We will do this together. I will do it with you. So on 3, we're going to speak that word out. I dare you. 1, 2, 3. Openness. Oh, yes. You are now aligned with your physical and intuitive inner voice, and your message ripples out with that much more power. How many of you, especially as women in this room, have felt the constant self-critical mind chatter running in the background? When that happens and we're speaking and people go, I hear what you're saying, but something just seems off. Something's awry. We have to look at what's happening there. That is a dissonance, a disconnect between who you truly are and how you naturally speak and what the mind chatter is saying to you. When we take that dissonance and shift it, the opposite is called resonance. And we are able to align that physical sound with our intuitive divine essence, and your message flows through your being. I see you, breath holders. Your voice is beautiful. You and your voice are worthy. When you choose to love your voice, you choose to love yourself in a new way. What have you accomplished today? Becoming aware of your physical voice, speaking from an aligned place within, and loving the sound that you create. Because how can you hate the thing that is actually used to share the message you love? If you heard yourself today and you said, ew, I see you. And I ask you to reconsider what is there and what's possible for loving the sound that is coming out of you. My name is Brienne Hennessy. I am the voice activator, and clients hire me to elevate this physical instrument so that they can speak with more power and presence and captivation and align with this intuition that we all possess. I invite you to start the foundation of your voice care. And in the QR code and my postcard for those in the room and those online, when you click that and go to www.yourvocalvitality.com, those are my top 10 favorite tips for you getting started on this voice care journey. And it is a journey. It's not a quick fix. We aren't here to be fixed. It is something you get to explore and create in a new way. So take a look. See what's possible for you, and I look forward to hearing each of your beautiful vibrations.